like cigars or ties or something. Yeah.
So if I told you right now, sell me a cigar, putting you on the spot.
You're putting me on the spot to sell you this cigar?
Yep.
Okay, what's your experience with cigars? Do you like cigars?
Sometimes they can get to my throat a bit and then end up coughing or something like that.
Well, that's your problem. That's because you've been buying the lower quality cigars. What's your typical budget when you purchase each stick?
I think the most I've spent on a cigar is probably about £200.
See, well, that's your problem right there, because this cigar actually costs $350 per cigar, and the way that the tobacco is aged before they roll it is the key. The smoothness of the cigar comes not when you make it, not when you roll it, not when you put the label on it, but it's the process after picking the tobacco to drying it, flavoring it, spicing it, and aging it. And that's where the smoothness comes in, like a fine whiskey or a fine cognac. So what you need to do is smoke fewer cigars per week. Don't go for 3 or 4 at $100, $200 each. Just treat yourself every Friday night to one of these. This is truly exceptional. The coughing will stop. The smoothness will be there. You'll notice a greater enjoyment from your cigar experience than you've ever enjoyed before. It's $350. Do you want this?
I don't know, Justin, $350 seems a bit out of my budget, man.
Well, you know what? If you can't afford it, that's perfectly fine, because I have customers who can. And things like this, they don't stay on the market for very long. So this is definitely going to go if I put it in the humidor at the cigar store. So if you don't want to buy it, it's no problem for me. And you can stick to what you have and keep coughing.
Geezer got me right there. Light the cigar up. I just want to, while you lit your cigar, I just want to talk about that quickly as well, right? That cigar, that lighter you got right there.
Yes.
Talk to me about it, because we'll talk about it off camera, and I was like, nah, this is crazy.
This is an St. DuPont roulette complication lighter. Cost me $55,000. It's one of the jewels of my lighter collection.
I think I just made a full mess of that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did, and you cut it badly, but it's okay. It's all right.
We're trying.
You cut it. See, your inexperience is showing just
inexperience,
there.
Yeah, we're
no
inexperienced with this one, yeah.
So this has a roulette complication in it. It's got rubies. It's made by Tissot, the watch manufacturer. The mechanism inside. It's made out of white gold.
Yep.
And has a flame to light your cigars with. So now, ask me to sell you this lighter.
Go on.
Not worth it. Can't do it.
Really?
Nope. Be super rich and be super extravagant, and maybe you'll buy it because you're insane like me, but there's no way I can convince you to buy this lighter.
But why would you justify spending that much money on a lighter? I get that you smoke cigars and you like cigars.
Yeah.
But smoking that much money on it is insane.
Roll the top towards you.
Oh, towards me, yeah?
Yep.
Interesting.
Why would I buy that lighter? Because I like it. You know, when I was young and poor, I'm going to explain this. When I was young and poor, I used to see people buy very expensive things. And I would think of all the things I could buy instead. You have to keep it in your mouth while you light it. And there we go, until the whole end is glowing red. Smoother than your other cigars, right? There we go. Oh, you know what? This one's on the house. I'm not going to charge you $350. No,
Close it?
Yep, it's closed. So, lighters like this, I mean, I used to see rich people buy things like that. And if I was broke, if I was 19 and you were to put me in front of a person who bought a $55,000 lighter, I'd be like, oh, $55,000, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'd upgrade my car, I'd buy a new bed, I'd rent a bigger apartment, I'd do all these things with 55 grand. That's a waste. What should I have done with the money instead? Me. I already run a massive charity. I already give loads away. I already feed kids all over the world. I already have everything I want. Why not have that lighter? It becomes a matter of why not. You know, why would you buy a Zippo for $50 as opposed to a 50-cent lighter for this plastic? It does the same thing. Why? It looks slightly cooler. Does it do anything different? No. It's harder to fill up. It's more hassle. You'd be more annoyed if you lost it. Well, that's that. However, to me, $55,000 is probably very similar to $50 to a lot of people out there who own the Zippos. So it's no different.
You know, as compared to a watch here, would you say this is almost like a great conversation starter? If you're in a club or something like that with another entrepreneur on the same level of wealth, he asks for a lighter and you've fixed this up and he's like, yo.
It can be with the right people. And it's not necessarily the way it looks, it's the way it sounds. And if you're in a cigar lounge and you hear that ping.
Yeah. That just sounds like money.
You know it's a DuPont.
Yeah.
You know it's from this brand. And these lighters, I mean, even this brand start at around $2,000 or $3,000. But I'll be there in a high-end restaurant in, let's say, Vienna, where, you know, on a roof terrace, smoking's loud, and I'll hear from the other side, I'll be like, someone's lighting a cigar with a DuPont. Yeah. Who is that guy? So the sound is actually a status symbol if you're a cigar smoker and you know that. But no, nothing can really justify buying it apart from the fact that $55,000 to me is the same as $50 to most people, so why not have a nice lighter that I like? I like it. I think it's beautiful. It's a work of art.
It is.
Why not have it?
I'm going to put this there because I think the smoke is going to come All right, I like the sales pitch though. It worked, didn't it?
Did it work?
Yeah, it definitely
The
worked.
cigar was smoother as well.
The
wasn't
cigar
it?
was smoother as well.
Told you it was.
It's just unfortunate I got a sore throat, so I can't even barely speak properly.
No one's ever put me on the spot and told me to sell them anything, but
There you go. There's a first for everything.
Jesus, but I've still got the skills there. You can tell I've worked in sales for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know, and in the end, move is called a takeaway. Well, it's no problem. You know, I don't need to sell this.
Don't rush the process. Trust it. Great things take time.